What's up, guys? I want you to say no to the old man bod because I'm gonna give you the game plan. I'm Coach RJ from www.fitclub.fit, and I wanna give you 3 things that you need to implement in your workout routine starting today. The first thing is that we need to forget about traditional lifts and we need to do circuit training. Now, you don't have the time anymore, and you really need to shock the muscle if you want to see that body fat drop and you want to actually see muscle grow. So instead of having your traditional chest day, back day, legs, shoulders, and arms, which is only going to build up your upper body and make you look ridiculous, we need to start doing full body circuits. Now, you don't really have the time like we used to back when we were in our 20s and 30s. Maybe you're 35, 40 and up. But we need to change our mindset and we need to start pushing ourselves faster and getting more done in a shorter period of time. So here's a perfect example. If you do your chest, your back, your legs, your shoulders, and your arms, what I would suggest is that you do an upper-lower split. So you can still do your chest day, but what I would suggest is that you take your 4 main chest lifts and you pair them in a full body approach. So on Mondays, you would do your traditional bench press, incline press, your cable flies, and let's say your decline flies, okay? So down nice and low. And so what I would do is get a Tabata timer, set it up for 3 sets, 30 seconds on with 15 seconds off. And you're gonna do your bench press, but when you do your bench press, after you're done the 30 seconds, you're gonna hop off and you're gonna hit those legs. So you're gonna do body weight squats. Now let's say you're gonna do your incline bench. What I would do is superset your incline bench with some type of HIIT training, okay? We wanna start to re-engage those fast twitch fibers. As you get older, what ends up happening is you stop to lose that explosiveness, right? Like I was having a conversation with the guy this weekend and he said, you know what, don't have that explosiveness to race my kid anymore. The guy's younger than I am. I was like, there's no reason for you to lose that. The only reason why you lost that is because you stopped using it. And so we need to incorporate that into your workout plan. So the second exercise, if you're doing some incline chest press, then what I would do is superset that. So on the next 30 seconds, so you're gonna go 30 on, 15 off, 30 on the second exercise, 3 sets each, and you're gonna superset that with just a basic jump squat, okay? Now, if that's too hard on your knees, just focus on squats, but either way, try to find a way to build yourself up to some explosiveness. Now, if you're doing your cable flies, I would suggest to do 30 seconds of cable flies, take that 15-second break and superset that with some type of core. A lot of us don't spend enough time on our abs, and what ends up happening, we get weak in this core and we start to get low back injuries, or we start to get these weird strains. You know, I got this back injury that's been lingering for 3 months. It's not a herniated disc. My doctor told me it just continues to bother me. That's because we lack core strength. So I would get onto a ball and I would do 30 seconds of ball crunches to strengthen that core. So you got your incline flies and you got your ball core crunches. And the last exercise that I would tell you on this chest day is to do your decline flies, and then I would do a cardio component. So if you can do your decline flies near a machine, and if your gym allows you, then I would suggest to get on a treadmill. And if you need to start with a walk, start with the walk, but if you can go for a jog, go for a jog. Now, if you don't have access to that equipment, then you can do something simple like skipping. You know, you might suck at it, so you can do it without the handles, but it's a great way to work on that explosiveness, but it's also another way to do some type of HIIT, but in a cardio fashion. So there you have your traditional chest day. Now you would take your back day and you would lay out something similar. So it'd be your upper body with the lower body split. That's station number 1. You would do your upper body with a high intensity interval training, and there's lots available on YouTube, or you can contact us and we can get you all set up. Then you would do your upper body with your core, and then the last you would do your upper body with your lower, and then on your third day you do a lower with an upper, lower with an upper, lower with an upper, lower with an upper. So you're still hitting that upper body exactly like you would in a regular week, but at least you're attacking it at a full body approach. Now you might be sore, but just like you did your 5-day split, this is only gonna take you 20 to 30 minutes. Now, honestly, we take care of all of this at Fit Club. We do the full body approach. We have dumbbells all the way up to 95. We have sleds, we have ropes, we got these Versa climbers, we got treadmills coming. We got a ton of stuff that's gonna give you that push and everything that you need just to make sure that you're getting in shape, that you're not aging too fast, and that your body's being taken care of. Now, the second thing when it comes to your nutrition, guys, is that you need to eat protein. Yes, I think that we all understand that protein is the key macro that we need to do. We need to focus on eating less calories. A lot of us people say we need to eat less carbs. It's not a matter of the carbs, it's a matter of the calories. But the thing that I would tell you that's gonna help you with your carbs and your calories is that you need to eat and add dark green vegetables to every single meal that you have, okay? Now, you can keep it super simple. I like things simple. If I eat a chicken cordon bleu from Costco, you know, that thing's terrible for you. It's got protein in it, you know, but it's breaded and it's, you know, it's highly processed. It's not a thing that you should necessarily be eating, but I'm like you, I like to eat food just like you do, okay? And so I make the chicken cordon bleu, I have one of it, and then I just put a ton of spinach around it so that I get nice and full, and I use a no sugar added sauce on top of it. I'm eating something bad, yes, but it's high in protein, and then I'm having something that's really good for me in the dark greens, which helps you with digestion. So a lot of that processed food doesn't digest well. It's a slow digesting macro. And so what ends up happening is the greens is gonna help to digest it better. It's gonna keep you fuller. So instead of like having the chicken cordon bleu with French fries and a beer, you know, you're gonna have the spinach and the G Hughes, but then you're going to have the chicken cordon bleu, which tastes great. And to make up for those bad macros, you're gonna have the spinach. And then it's just gonna help you with your cholesterol, because a lot of guys, as they age, their LDLs or their bad cholesterol is generally high. You know, a lot of guys that I talk to now that are in their 40s are having like problems with their blood pressure, and they're stuck on these meds at the age of 40. That sucks. I mean, you got another 40 to 50 to even 60 years to live, and you've always got to take these cholesterol meds, which is probably not doing well for your overall system. You're probably not feeling like how you normally should if you weren't on those meds. And by adding dark green vegetables to every single meal and making sure that they take up the majority of your plate, if you still want to eat those bad foods, is going to help to lower that cholesterol. So yes, we need to eat more protein, but now we need to eat more dark green vegetables. And the last, but one of the key features, is to get mobile, okay? Now, you don't have to take up yoga, but you have to spend at least 2 to 3 minutes twice a day, not just once. I mean, if you want to start with once, that's fine, but 2 to 3 minutes twice a day and move your body through its full range of motion. I mean, most jobs nowadays, unless you're some type of contractor where you're out on roofs or you're in crawl spaces, they just require us to sit. And so what's happening is that we sit and our body gets stuck into that mold. And when we get stuck into that mold, it becomes harder and harder for us to get out of it, and it increases our likelihood for injury. Now, most guys that I talk to, they're kind of all or nothing. And so what ends up happening is they're like, hey, I'm going all in with the gym, and then they push themselves so hard that they become injured. And what ends up happening is all those muscles are shortened because all we're doing is sitting, typing, whatever. We're doing a lot more sitting than we are moving. And even if you are a contractor, a lot of the movement is repetitive. And so for you, I would suggest that we work our body through its full ranges of motion, right? So you got your back, right? So really rotate your back, rotate in here, get into your hips, swing your legs around, right? Just move your body through the full range of motion, your knees, your ankles, everything. Just 2 to 3 minutes of pushing yourself and your body to its end range so that the elasticity starts to grow and it becomes lengthened because your body starts to adapt to its end ranges. And so the key feature here is that we're gonna prevent injury, but we're also gonna prevent shortening, so that if we ever do play catch with our kid, or we ever do decide to get back to touch football, or we wanna take up ping pong or whatever it is, that our chances of getting hurt are decreased because the body's already used to going through that full range of motion. So all I ask is that you do 2 to 3 minutes. You can start once daily, and then you can work your way up to twice daily. My recommendation is once first thing in the morning and once before you go to bed, because at that point your muscles are warm, and then when you go to lay down, the body's gonna shorten again. So lengthen it first thing in the morning because it's shortened, and then lengthen it before it goes into a steady state of shortening. Now, if you're exercising, or if you're sitting at a desk a lot, or if you are a contractor and you're moving your body a lot, then what I would recommend is to do it right after. So if you're sitting at home, I would set an alarm on your phone to get up and just move your body through its full range of motion, even if it only takes you a minute. And then if you're a contractor and you're working on a job, same thing. Set a time frame on your phone where you just go through a quick stretch routine. Nobody has to see you. And if you're actually working out and you're at the gym, then my recommendation is that you go through a stretch routine right after you're done working out, because that's when the body's the warmest. Now, once again, guys, we take care of all this. So if you're a dude and you're watching this, like, reach out to me, send us an email. It's north@fitclub.fit, or go to our website, www.fitclub.fit. Ladies, if you're watching this and your hubby needs to get back into it, or he hasn't been doing it for a while, maybe he was a former athlete or a former bodybuilder, then we just have to change the mindset of what it is and tell him to give us 5 weeks. Do the 5 days, then do the 1 month offer. And I guarantee you, if he did the 5 weeks, he's gonna see more improvement in a matter of 5 weeks than he would in 5 months if he went back to his traditional workouts.